Good day, students. Welcome to this JSS 1 English language lesson on comprehension, specifically reading for main ideas. Comprehension is the ability to understand what you read. It goes beyond decoding words, it means grasping what the author intends to say. In the English language examination, comprehension carries significant marks. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to define comprehension, distinguish between different reading strategies, skimming, scanning, intensive reading, identify the main idea of a passage, distinguish main ideas from supporting details, answer comprehension questions accurately, and use context clues to determine the meaning of unfamiliar words. Let us begin. What is comprehension? Comprehension is the active process of constructing meaning from a text. Good comprehension requires vocabulary knowledge, understanding sentence structure, inferring unstated meanings, connecting new information to prior knowledge, and evaluating the author's purpose and tone. Types of reading. Skimming, reading quickly to get a general overview or impression of a text. You move your eyes rapidly across the page, picking up topic sentences and keywords. Used when you want to know, what is this passage generally about? Scanning, looking quickly through a text for a specific piece of information, a name, a date, a number, a keyword. You do not read every word, you let your eyes search for the target. Used when answering questions like, in which year did? Or what was the name of? Intensive reading, close reading, reading carefully, word by word, to achieve full understanding. Used for answering detailed comprehension questions. For examination comprehension passages, first skim, get the main idea, then scan for specific answers, then read intensively for full understanding. The main idea. The main idea of a passage is its central point, the one idea that everything else in the passage supports or develops. It answers the question, what is the author's primary message? The main idea is often stated in the topic sentence, usually the first or last sentence of the opening paragraph. All supporting sentences, examples, and evidence in the passage relate back to this main idea. Supporting details. Supporting details are the specific facts, examples, descriptions, statistics, or arguments that explain or prove the main idea. How to answer comprehension questions. Step 1. Read the questions first. Before reading the passage carefully, look at the questions. This tells you what information to focus on. Step 2. Skim the passage. Read quickly to get a general understanding. Step 3. Scan and read. Locate the specific paragraphs that answer each question. Read those sections intensively. Step 4. Answer in your own words. Unless told to quote, do not copy long sections of the passage. Rephrase in clear, concise language. Using your own words shows understanding. Step 5. Answer in complete sentences. Every comprehension answer should be a complete sentence, unless the question asks for a list. Types of comprehension questions. Literal, factual. The answer is directly stated in the passage. What did the author say about? Inferential, the answer is not stated directly, you must deduce it from clues in the text. What does the author imply when? Vocabulary, explain the meaning of a word or phrase as used in the passage. Always explain in the context of the passage, not just the dictionary definition. Summary, identify the main point of a paragraph or the whole passage. Context clues. When you meet an unfamiliar word, use the surrounding text to infer its meaning. Definition CLUE, the author defines the word, photosynthesis, the process by which plants make food. Example CLUE, herbivores, such as cows, goats, and rabbits, eat only plants. Contrast CLUE, unlike his boisterous brother, Tan was quiet and reserved. Boisterous equals the opposite of quiet. Synonym CLUE, the politician's verbose, or long-winded, speech bored the audience. Verbose equals long-winded. Sample passage, short. The Harmattan wind is a dry, dusty trade wind that blows from the Sahara Desert across West Africa, typically between November and March. It brings dry conditions, hazy skies, and cold nights. Nigerians often call this period the cold season, even though daytime temperatures can reach 35 degrees Celsius. The harmattan dries the skin and nasal membranes, leading many people to use moisturizing cream. Despite its harshness, the harmattan also reduces humidity, which can bring relief from the intense heat of the preceding months. Main idea: the harmattan is a dry seasonal wind from the Sahara that brings distinctive weather conditions to West Africa and affects daily life. Supporting details: blows NOV March, causes dry/hazy/cold conditions, can cause skin dryness, reduces humidity. Questions on the passage above. Question 1. What is the harmattan? Literal. Modern answer: the harmattan is a dry, dusty trade wind that blows from the Sahara Desert across West Africa between November and March. Question 2. Why do Nigerians call the harmattan period the cold season? Inferential/vocabulary. Modern answer: Nigerians refer to the harmattan period as the cold season because nights are cold, even though daytime temperatures remain high. The word cold in this context refers mainly to the cool nights rather than low temperatures throughout the day. Question 3. From the passage, what is the meaning of the word preceding? Modern answer: preceding as used in the passage means coming before or previous. The harmattan reduces humidity compared to the months that came before it, i.e., the hotter, more humid months earlier in the year. Question 4. Give 2 effects of the harmattan on people's lives. Modern answer: 1. The harmattan dries the skin and nasal membranes, causing people to use moisturizing cream. 2. The harmattan brings hazy skies and cold nights, which can affect outdoor activities. 3 common mistakes. Mistake 1. Copying long sentences from the passage word for word. Unless the question says quote from the passage, always rephrase answers in your own words. Copying shows you found the right section but does not prove understanding, and examiners may deduct marks. Mistake 2. Not writing complete sentences. The harmattan is not a complete answer to what is the harmattan. A full sentence is required. The harmattan is a dry, dusty trade wind. Mistake 3. Giving a dictionary meaning for vocabulary questions instead of the meaning in context. The question asks what the word means as used in the passage. Context can shift meaning. Set has over 100 meanings in a dictionary, but in a specific sentence, only one is correct. Well done. Summary. Comprehension: understanding the meaning of a text. Reading types: skimming, general overview; scanning, finding specific info; intensive reading, full understanding. Main idea: the central message the whole passage supports. Supporting details: facts and examples that prove the main idea. Answering technique: read questions first, skim, scan, intensive read, answer in own words, complete sentences. Question types: literal, directly stated; inferential, implied; vocabulary, meaning in context; summary. Context clues: definition, example, contrast, synonym. For homework, read any article or newspaper, textbook, and A. Identify the main idea. B. List 3 supporting details. C. Find 2 words you don't know and determine their meaning from context. Attempt a quiz on your LMS. Keep studying hard. Visit LightTech Academy at academy.lightech.com.ng for more NERDC-approved lessons. Until next time.